Yo, what up? It's Aaron Moses, gang. The first thing I want to say is happy Indigenous Pride Day, month, week, year, whatever you want, season. Today is Monday, and I don't want to acknowledge um, Christopher Columbus. I put a post up a little bit earlier saying F Christopher Columbus with the indigenous looking woman like everybody's posting right now. But at the end of the day, I'm not into disrespecting the dead or anything. I don't know that person. I don't whoever whatever energy or entity or deity, whatever energy behind what happened to the people. Uh I don't have anything good or nice or positive to say about you or send your way. But at the end of the day, I do want to acknowledge my indigenous brothers and sisters today and for the rest of the month, to be honest. Secondly, I do want to say I'm a bit under the weather, but drinking a beer is making it better. No, I'm not sick from drinking too much. That's not the case. I actually have some bacterial stuff going on in my lungs. It's affecting my breathing, my consciousness, things like that. Low energy, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna push through it, man. We have some hot topics today. We're gonna get very political, but you already know how we do over here, like it or not. We come to educate and entertain, so it's gonna be funny. But we're gonna talk about some very controversial things. But at the end of the day, let's get it, man. Just waiting on my co-host. I don't know what's going on. There we go. Alright, and it was like 4 people in here when I went live earlier. YouTube, make sure you leave a like, make sure you share to Facebook, make sure you share in the DMs of your friends because we're going to be discuss talking about some very important topics. All right, what's up, man?
Shit, what's going on? Sorry to join in late.
That's cool, bro. Chilling.
Yeah, so sorry about that. Like I was, you know, like y'all see, represent 87. Yeah, I was born. Just let y'all see that. But yeah, sorry I can't get on earlier. Had to deal with the car insurance,
hmm
dealing with in the morning. Somebody
So
back in.
we're
Right.
just gonna jump right into it. There's a man, a YouTuber named Anton Daniels. I don't remember his exact network or YouTube channel or anything like that. But he went viral for saying that he said black men should not be protecting all black women because most black women think that they're equal and they're feminists, and if they think they're equal, they need to be able to they need to be able to protect themselves. And because the majority, this is his words, the majority of black women are disrespectful, and he would not be protecting emotionally or physically black women that disrespect him. Now, I just want to, that's what he said. I'm not saying this. I'm paraphrasing. It really shouldn't be specifically black women. I mean, if a white woman disrespects you, you should feel the same way. But he's black and he probably predominantly only deals with black women. So that was on his heart and that's what came out his mouth. But what do you think about that, man?
I don't agree with it, but whatever. Rather post these little, down low in the closet type of brothers shoot themselves. Let them be little privately butt buddies. We'll discuss on that. But that
So,
sound like
no, go ahead.
oh yeah. I'm saying that's what sound like what some of these little down low dudes be saying. I'm just gonna keep it real. But that's that's on that. But every woman I feel need protection from a guy. And if you're a black man, you should be able to protect your black sisters, regardless. Especially in the public eye. You can say like, baby girl, you were wrong, in private. But in the public eye, you gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta defend her. That's
Now,
mine.
the word
Unless her
protecting.
name is Candace Owens. Unless she's Candace Owens, then I can't protect you. You ain't Kanye. Y'all
So,
black, but y'all not black.
so again, I don't want to get too deep into this, but what he's describing is what's known as selective feminism. Okay, what that means is we're equal when you feel like being equal. You want the reward, but you don't want the responsibility. You want the opportunity, but you don't want to have to work as hard as a man for it. Or you do, but you just don't want to do it. You're a feminist when you feel like it. You can smack a man in the face, and if he hits you back, then you should be able to call another man to come handle the situation when I thought we were equal. You want us to finance your life, but you also want to have an opinion on what goes on in the household. That's not equal. That's tyrannical, and that's you being a child, right? That's selective feminism. Selective feminism, pretty much, just like a lot of people with religion out here. They pick apart the Bible and they create their own religion. They're not really in it. I agree when the word protect being a very vague term. Financially, you could protect somebody physically in a fight. You could protect somebody, like you said, by correcting them, giving them proper information, guidance. Um, Women are not children. They know better, and they can think for themselves. But playing this game as if somebody should be rewarded for just having a vagina and protect it when they
I don't
choose
think they're saying, but okay.
they choose to present disrespect to the world, and they choose to lie and play these games as if we're equal. Now, the word equal, if you guys want to look it up, it doesn't, me saying that men and women are equal, that doesn't mean one's better than the other. We all need forks and we all need spoons. Spoons are good for eating certain things. Forks are better at, eating certain foods. So we both need spoons and forks. Okay. Equal, the definition of equal means we have the same function and the same value. We're not the same. You can be stupid as a woman. You could be dumb and you can be lazy as a woman and still live a very happy, healthy, free life in every capacity. As a man, you're judged by what you can produce. So as a man, you can't be stupid. You can't fail. You can't be dumb. You can't be lazy. You have to be productive. You have to be hardworking, smart, and driven. Or as a man, you're not going to be valuable to anybody. That's why we're not equal. Okay? So I think if more people start acting like it, we wouldn't have problems as a society. So do I agree with him? To a certain extent. But if I took that to an extreme, if I was like, excuse me, ma'am, uh, you, I start to tell her that she dropped something and you know what, I don't like this, and this. That's why y'all always trying to hit on me. And I'm like, all right, you're going off the handle for no reason. And I walk outside and I see her getting in a fight with somebody. I'm not going to help her. You just cursed me out. You didn't even let me finish my sentence when I was already trying to help you. I was trying to protect you, but you didn't let me because we're equal. Because you're masculine, because you could be the man, you could be the dad and the mom too. We're equal, so no, you don't get that from me. No. The disrespect is not gonna be funded. It's not gonna be funded. I'm not gonna fund your disrespect. I'm not gonna fund your sickness and stupidity and ignorance of selective feminism. That's not gonna happen. It's not healthy,
What up,
and I'm
Damon?
doing you a disservice by doing it.
What like I said, I'm not yeah, I kind of I kind of slightly disagree with both of y'all, but I'm saying because you know I'm a ladies man. I don't protect my little females, but then again, like I said, when I'm protecting the females, I'm protecting people that actually act like females. You know, I ain't.
That's what we're talking about, bro.
Yeah, just like you know what it says, but
So
I
if a
never.
woman acts like a dude and you feel like you're equal, you think you're that nigga, you don't deserve protection because you could fight a man, you could run as fast as us, you could lift as much as us, you could do math just as well as us at the same speed, you can make cognitive decisions. We're equal. When you're pregnant, you could lift 200 pounds and throw it. We're equal. So no, you don't. I'm not about to put my body at risk and skip days and weeks off of my job when you just told me out your mouth that you hit niggas and you don't need a man. If you don't need a man, you don't need a man, bro.
But
In all ways, in every way.
I, ooh, the good point of what you said. I was looking at a thing. It says when females think they don't need a man, it's doing a disservice for their children, for their
Yeah,
kids. It's a disservice. So if you don't have a positive male role model in your household, or, or matter of fact, even if you're a lesbian, don't listen to me, ladies. Even if you're a lesbian, you don't have that male role model in that kid's life. It could be a brother, could be your uncle. You know what I'm saying? It can be granddad. If that male role model is not there, you're doing a dis you're doing a disservice for your children, for your kids, especially if you have sons. Especially if you have sons. Like seriously, I wouldn't have a positive upbringing if it wasn't for my dad. You know, and matter of fact, he's actually my stepdad, but he's my dad. He raised me since I was, a little toddler and everything.
hmm
On day one, ever since he came in my mom's life, I'm his son. Taught me how to be a man, taught me how to handshake, taught me how to talk proper in interviews and everything. You know, taught me, hey, this is what you need to do in high school. This is what you need to do in your brief stint in college. This is what you're supposed to act like in the work profession.
right. So I had this discussion. Took an interesting turn, but that's how it is. I had this discussion on Facebook years ago, and a lot of women were saying that they don't need a man around their child
Yeah.
because whatever. And I made a video, I have it still on YouTube. I said, you are a female that reacts with emotion and responds to the world with emotion, and the world responds to you a certain way. Your son does not have the luxury of responding emotionally, and his ass is going to go to jail or get harmed. So you can't be a model for him to follow. And then of course it's always that one little fucking unicorn. Oh well, I'm not emotional. I was raised by my dad. And I was like, that's not healthy either, bitch. Because now your son is gonna grow up and think that women are supposed to be masculine and not emotional and not nurturing. Whatever emotions that you're missing, that's gonna fuck him up too. You don't have an uncle, you don't have a granddad, you don't have. It's just girls, girls, girl. That nigga. I mean, blessings to him. I hope he's gonna be all right. But it's a great recipe to be on the wrong path. It's a large possibility that he's gonna be on the wrong path. Most inmates in America grew up without fathers. They grew up in a single mother household and they don't read above a fourth grade level. So you do the math.
Thank you, girl. Hey, baby girl.
But let's move on to that next topic, man. Willie motherfucking D. This nigga is crazy. Z. Now, a lot of people are soft butterflies, Tinkerbell ass niggas, but Willie D is out the 80s, where they had the most disrespectful. Well, no, not now they do, but it was pretty disrespectful in the 80s and 90s when it pertained to dissing and diss songs. Willie D said that he doesn't believe that Kanye West's mom passed away from a botched surgery. He
What?
said that he believes that she um, deleted herself because she saw that she was raising a self-loathing coconut. And if you don't know what a coconut is, it's somebody who's white on the outside, on the inside, brown on the outside, much like the term Oreo. But that is what he said. Um, I posted on his face on his Instagram. I follow him on Instagram and on YouTube. He has a podcast. It's pretty amazing. He has a podcast and a YouTube channel. I posted, you know exactly what it is. This is not even disrespectful towards Kanye. This is disrespectful more so towards his mother. As harsh as it is, as cutthroat as it is for you to say that, it's more so, if you really think about it, in my opinion, it's disrespecting the dead, it's disrespecting that woman and her legacy. I do understand that he said that she was a social activist and she fought for black people and things like that. She was a proud, educated black woman, like a Panther-esque type of thing, kind of like Tupac's mom. But when she saw that Kanye West hated himself, in Willie D's opinion, by making that White Lives Matter shirt and taking a picture with a white person with, I think it was a woman, that's what inspired him to make that statement.
That woman was black. That's the woman I just. That's the woman I said I wouldn't
I don't
protect.
know anything about Candace Owens. I don't know who she is. That's the chick who was talking about Kobe when he died.
Um,
The interviewer.
that too. Yeah, that too. She's just all over the place. She's pretty much anti-black herself. She's like Kanye. She
I don't
that's
think
what they
he's
put on.
anti-black. I think he's
She's
just
black.
a brilliant marketer. You don't remember when Katrina happened and he said George Bush doesn't care about black people?
Yeah,
I don't think he's.
that was Kanye. But
That was
then
a
again,
different
that's all.
Kanye,
That was a different Kanye, and Kanye on Westmont was still alive at the time too.
yeah. Yeah. So do
Rest
you think he wouldn't be doing any of this if
in peace.
go ahead, my bad.
I just said rest in peace, Mrs. West. Like that's all.
For sure, for sure. Rest in
Yeah.
peace, to Donda West. You don't think that he would be doing any of this if his mother's still alive? Was still alive?
No, no, no,
Mm.
no. And I think it's really I'm because people want to say he's crazy or whatnot. He's just not in the his heart is his heart is not in the right place right now. His heart, his mind, he's just living. You know what I'm saying? He's not really alive. He's living, and he needs to get back to living. That's all.
So Willie D made
I
a
mean,
response because Kanye West fans were bashing him, which I'm not a Kanye West. I haven't listened to Kanye West since the Graduation came out. Like whatever the album was before 808 and the Heartbeats, because I don't fuck with R&B, never have, in my teenagehood or adulthood. But he pretty much said that he did not give a fuck. He does not apologize. He's not sorry for it. You should definitely, if you haven't seen the reaction yourself, I don't even want to tell you what he said or how he said it. It's the first 2 or 3 minutes. It's a 10-minute video that I'm not gonna watch because that's pretty much all I need to know. The first 10 minutes. I mean the first 2 minutes. But I'm gonna talk about that last. Like I said, we're gonna get a little political. We're gonna close it out with these two things. And I apologize, guys. Like I said, it's not as funny, entertaining, and things like that. I'm very much so under the weather. It hurts every time I breathe in my chest and my throat. But a conservative group Doesn't say necessarily where I don't have corona. It's because I've been exposing myself to the outside when it's cold. A conservative group is fighting Joe Biden's student loan forgiveness program, giving up to $20,000 in student loan forgiveness, cash forgiveness. And their concern was that this is going to close the poverty gap between white people and black people, which they are afraid of. Now, I do want to say this. This is not going to even anything out by any stretch of the imagination. Because you know what a lot of people are going to do? A lot of people are going to take out another loan and fuck it up again, number one. But number two, um, black people as a nation are not mentally equipped to, as a, black people as a nation, let me focus. Overall, I'm not gonna say everybody are not mentally equipped to compete with white people, and it does, or any other race. If you look at it, if you look at the numbers, if you know the numbers, we have the evidence to see that. So even if he forgives all that student loan debt, we still have to work on ourselves. We still need to get therapy. We still need to eat healthier. We still need to uh not promote living in dangerous parts of America, the most dangerous parts, and praising it. We need to do a lot of self work and healing. So giving us a little bit of money, it's not gonna do anything.
It will
Financially,
actually,
yes, but we
yes,
still
I
can't
hope you
compete with
said.
the rest of America. Doesn't matter.
It wouldn't really help level the playing field, but it would give us better living situations for some that are paying on ridiculous amount of loans, especially the ones that has higher debt than 20,000. If you could eliminate 20,000 debt, that hold on, listen.
I'm agreeing.
You got some people that have been paying off their student loans with their own money
Hmm.
and getting it down to less than 20,000. So they forgive those people. They are like, oh, boom, I don't have to worry about that. I can focus on better living situation, better thing for my family because I got X amount of dollars that I can actually have to myself. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, let me cut you off too, bro. I got the student loan forgiveness. My debt's only like, y'all don't need to know that. But at the end of the day, it goes on your credit report that you're making payments. So it increases your payment history, and it's impacting the credit of the black people, um, as well. It's people in general. It's not just black people. It's not reparations, which it should be. But it affects your credit. And people can come together and do some amazing things, which they might fuck it up again. But at the end of the day, that's what they're afraid of too. But keep going, bro.
Like I was saying, for the people that's working on it, it can give them a little extra money in their own pockets. They don't have to pay on that
Hmm.
debt. That's all I'm saying. And with that being said, okay, you X amount of dollars, now I can, put that in the savings account. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
I can make my living situation look a lot better.
So yeah, they want at least, so people pay like $20 to $50 a week. I mean, a month, which that's gonna last like 30 years if you have
But some
twenty
people,
thousand
some people,
dollars in student loan debt, bro.
but some people paying a couple hundred, like two, 300
200, yeah, a month.
a
I'm
month. Yeah.
saying
So
for the at least type of people, the people who have to get their stuff out of I forgot what it's called, once a year, get it in a good standing once a year, just in case they want to go back to college, so it won't mess up their credit. But of course, I forgot the lady's name, man. I saw somebody do a reaction video to it. I think it was Young Pharaoh. It was a white lady that pretty much said that black people, we shouldn't help black people. She was this really doesn't matter that she was from the South, but we shouldn't help black people because white people aren't that good at being impoverished, and black people are the best at being poor. White people, I mean, black people and Latinos are the best at being poor because they're used to it. It's generational, and
That's
white
and I,
people statistically don't
that
do
needs to
as well when
change.
they're
That
impoverished.
that needs to change though. That's the thing.
Yeah, but she didn't
And
want to change it.
nobody really,
That was her logical
nobody,
explanation for not changing it. Because
that's
she said in her mind, bro, she said that there has to be a group of people that are poor.
you know
Everybody can't be rich. Somebody's gonna have to be poor, and it should be minorities. It should be black people and Latinos, the Spanish speaking community,
that
because
sounds
we
super,
do it the best.
that sounds super racist. That it doesn't matter. But honestly,
It
you
is
don't want that
racist.
lady. You don't want that lady because if I'm poor, I'm eating. And when I say I'm eating, I'm not robbing my own people. I'm subconscious like a motherfucker. I'm robbing, killing, and stealing from white people.
I
I'm
never stole
sorry.
from black people. I never stole from black people when I was in the street, bro. Never.
I'm sorry. I'm
I
so
might
I'm
short a
so
nigga on the bag, but I'm not gonna rob a nigga on purpose.
I'm not putting a gun to no black dude's head or nothing like that. Come on, dude. Come on, Mr. White Man. I see you riding in this Bentley in this nice ass neighborhood. I know you got more. I know
Not
you
to
got
be
more.
racist, guys, but yes,
Take me to your house with that safe back.
I was with the
You do
bullshit
that.
when I was in high school all the way to when my son was born and a little bit after. Yes, I was with the bullshit. But I stole the last thing that I actually stole from a black person. Now, if they're a snitch or a bitch ass nigga, that's different. That doesn't count. You're not black. You're Kanye black. But I made that up. It's in a song. But the last thing that I stole from a black person was when I was 15 years old. I stole. You remember the iPod shuffles, the little stick?
Yeah.
I stole that from this bitch ass nigga. I did not like this dude. I hated this nigga. He was so obnoxious and fucking stupid, bro. And of course, he was a basketball player. But I stole his, what I thought was his iPod shuffle. Now, it turns out he was borrowing it from this black girl. She was like Belizean or something, but you know, that's still of Africa. And the look that I saw in my reflection's face, the reflection, the feminine version of myself, it just hurt me. And I was thinking like, I hurt this. I hurt this girl because I was trying to hurt this bitch ass nigga. I should just not be stealing from black people or Latinas or Latinos, which again, nothing against white people, but these are my reflections. You don't look anything like me. So it's easier to do it. It's easier to hurt people that don't look like you. I don't know how people gang bang and shoot up the whole block and accidentally kill black babies and shit. I don't know how people just smack up black. Well, that's not true. Uh, but I digress. That's just not something I did. It's something that it's just always, it just, yeah. But yeah, it's not a racist thing. And a lot of white people probably feel the same way. Mexicans do that same shit too. Like, we're gonna talk about that. But one of the Mexican buddies, which I thought it was racist as hell, which he probably is, because there's a lot of racist Spanish-speaking people in Chicago. But he said, "Nah, I don't sell crack in my own community. I go to the south side over here and do it," because he's from the north side. And he was like, "Nah, I sell it to them. I sell it to black people, and they be like, ooh, you got that butter." And he did the little black accent. And I was looking at him like, "Nigga, you're a bitch, and I wanna do something horrible to you, bro. I wanna put you somewhere where you can never come back from. Like, you're for real. Just said this shit to me." Now, the Mexican people out there, the Spanish-speaking community, no, I have not subjected you to theft in any way because you are my reflection. Black people, I want you to know the same. White people, it's nothing personal. You just don't look like me.
Shoot.
It's
You,
easier mentally. Be like,
and
man,
you
it's,
know,
mm-hmm.
nobody, a lot of people probably haven't seen Crash, but I'm kind of like Ludacris in Crash.
I don't know. I started to watch that with my girl because she didn't see it. Now, refresh my memory. What do you mean by that exactly? Unpack that.
What I mean by it, like he was on the same thing I'm on. I'm not gonna hurt my community, and plus people might keep, if I'm black or whatever, and just like you said earlier, black people live in poverty. Why would I take from you? You can't even afford it. You
You
can't
can't
afford to give
afford
me
it, and you're
back if
not
I
gonna
take it
have
from
shit,
you.
and I'm gonna fuck up your life. You could fuck up a black person's life by taking $20 from them, bro. You could fuck up anybody's life like that, but that's gonna impact me for real.
Yeah. I don't see you. If I take this $20 can be for your rent, and you short on $20 for the rent, you trying to make that back. You trying to, that means you can't probably eat for a week or anything. You know, I ain't doing that. I don't can't have that on my conscience, man. Let me go ahead and take from this, take from Miss Barkley over here. Let
Mm.
me Miss Beckley or whatever her name is. Let me take from this white lady. She got
So what happened with me? I remember like one of the biggest statute of limitations. Yeah, that was a long time. This is when I was in high school. I found a wallet and it had a bus pass with a picture on it, so I couldn't use it. I had a Bank of America card with a picture on it, and it had something else. Now, I did get money off it, and I was planning on doing it again a different day. And my dad, I don't know how he found it. I was probably just slipping, bro. But it was a black lady. She was a Muslim. She had on the head garment, the hijab, and I didn't really think anything about it, cause you know why? I assumed that Muslim. If she has all of these cars and shit, she probably has bread, and I just assumed that all Muslims were rich for whatever reason. So it didn't really phase me. Plus, I wasn't thinking like that at that time. But he gave me that same perspective. He was like, "So you did this and did this." He was like, "Did you use it?" And I was like, "No, I went to the ATM and I typed in like the most common PIN numbers after I looked it up at school, and then it didn't work, which I did not do that stupid ass shit. But what I did was I ordered some stuff and I had it shipped to an abandoned house down the street from my house, which, yes, the statute of limitations, it's a long time ago. I apologize. But my dad did break that down. He was saying, bro, what if, she was using this for her rent and her kids and this? And I was thinking, like, I didn't think about that, but I don't give a fuck. Like,
it.
if her husband,
You're a kid. You're a kid. You think
I
you're a
can't,
kid.
yeah, I don't have people, you don't develop full empathy until around 16 years old. Like, you don't have the capacity to empathize with people until around the age of 16. So you're thinking like a narcissist or a sociopath or a psychopath until about the age of 16 to like 20. Some people are slow bloomers, because you don't have
Right.
enough experience to be able to empathize with someone. Empathy is a muscle. But I didn't really care, and I was thinking, okay, if I didn't do it, somebody else was going to do it. And if her husband was in a bad position and that happened to my mom, he would have got busy too. So, just being criminal minded. But later, I thought about it, and I hope that really didn't impact her. And more than likely, I paid for it energetically. But yes, I wouldn't, if I was in a position, I wouldn't rob a person of color. Just like, bro, I was robbing this one dude, and my homeboy was like, "Come on, bro, let's go." And I was like, "Why, bro?" This nigga said, "I looked at her eyes, bro, and she was so scared, bro. She reminded me of my sister, bro." I was like, "It's so soft ass. What the fuck? I'm hungry, bro. Let's do this." And you're not the leader. You go back in the car. I'm gonna do it. No, bro. No, bro. I was like, nigga, this was when I was like 20, bro. So I was still with the business. That shit pissed me off. Like, bro, I know they have some money, bro. I know they have some money, but they didn't speak English.
Oh, there was a lot. There was Latino.
Yeah, I was on cocaine that day, and we were desperate, and we were trying to do something. It was just we went on a robbing spree that night, all night. That's the night. I have a video about this night. I accidentally robbed my own plug. It was an accident. I'm sorry. It was one of the moles. I apologize. But
What? Oh,
It was an accident, bro. I didn't know.
I feel
I
down to
didn't know
five.
it
Even
was
though
his
I'm wearing
house.
red hair, I'm down at five like a motherfucker. I down at five. Even
I
though I'm
did.
wearing red. I don't fuck with people under the five.
I
Sorry,
do.
sorry because we still cool and shit, but you know, I ain't fucking with the five.
That was my plug. You thought I was gonna get some money? You thought I was gonna put that over the money, bro? Nah. We didn't like each other, but fuck. But look, so that
Like I
dude,
said, I'm
the
down
dude
five.
who, the soft ass nigga, the oh no, I looked in her eyes. This nigga was taking. We were going on a robbing spree. We were hitting houses and cars, trying to get this little couple $1,000s, right? This nigga's a black Latin king. He's black and he's a Latin king from
We
Florida.
got some of those. We got,
From Florida.
I don't agree with it, but we got some of those.
You certainly do. This
I
nigga
don't
drove
agree.
me to this specific neighborhood, and he was like, "Which one y'all? All right, let's this one." Keep in mind, the plug is a Mo. This nigga's a Latin king. They know each other, bro. So me being whatever I am, you drove me to my
You
own
the
plug's
business.
house. You
You,
drove me to my own
you,
plug's house to rob it. And I was thinking, damn, whose house is this? These niggas got pills, pounds, money. And then how I found out, because when I was coming out, I loaded up the car. Then I was like, no, the car is unlocked, bro. So let me hit this car real quick. I hit the car. In the car is a digital camera, right? Now, my girl at the time, she wasn't my romantic, my homegirl at the time, she was a model. So I was like, ooh, I'm gonna give this to her. So we made it home successfully, made most of what we were trying to make. And then I get home and I'm just curious, looking through the digital camera, and what do I see? Birthday cake, cute little kids, a dog. Next, a white girl. And I was like, she looks kind of familiar. Next, I see my plug with the white girl, and I was like, I just robbed my own plug. What the fuck? So he didn't find out, but that's okay because that was a long time ago. And I'm lying. That didn't really happen. This is all just my imagination. I'm a YouTuber. I never robbed anybody in my life. I don't steal. I'm just trying to get this money so I can go back to college and get braces. That's all I want to do, you know. But at the end of the day, that's exactly what happened, man. Allegedly, like that's just. I just have a colorful imagination, man. Listening to all that 50 Cent when he first came out, but I never robbed anybody in my life. That wasn't me. I really enjoyed telling that story because you could add a little bit. That was the same day. I never did any crimes with this nigga after that because I didn't really know dude like that, and he kind of kidnapped me. They just needed a third person, and he gave me drugs to do what I did not want to do. But I don't know if my co-host is able to come back in. Hopefully, because this is literally the last topic. But at the end, maybe his phone died. But at the end of the day, let me cool. We got we got about another 30 minutes, which I don't really want to extend this video another 30 minutes. It says that you're in here, but I do want to speak on this. I don't want to ruffle anybody's feathers or anything like that, but I have a lot of love, respect, and honor, like I said, towards the Spanish speaking community, the Portuguese speaking community, the indigenous people all over the world, the indigenous people of the Western world, right? North America, South America, specifically is what I'm speaking of. But at the end of the day, what happened to you and your people? It was horrible. It was horrible. It was disgusting. It was one of the most, second to slavery, second to the slave trade that affected my people 2,000 years ago, not 400 years ago, where approximately 100 million Africans lost their lives. 100 million. 100 million. The second most horrific, disgusting travesty that ever happened in the history of man that's recorded. And I don't I don't I don't I don't know how it's affecting the people of today, but it obviously doesn't compare to slavery because black people are still affected by slavery in every way, every day. I don't know what the case is. I haven't studied the people, the Spanish speaking community, Spanish and Portuguese speaking community close enough to know that, but I surely do want to know. But at the end of the day,
Sorry about that.
specifically, it's cool, man. At the end of the day, specifically Mexicans, Spanish speaking people of the Western world, you have to stop with all this hatred towards white people. You have to, because that's a part of you. That's a part of you. That's why you have it a lot easier, significantly easier than my people. I'm not saying that you have to hold hands with them and dance with them and write songs and kick it and have picnics with them. I'm not saying that. But you just calling them the devil, it's not healthy for you. It's not healthy for us as a people, and it's not healthy with the maybe okay, with maybe in the respect that for some people it's healthy because we have a common enemy, we have a common adversary, and it will help the uniting of black and brown people. But I don't want to trauma bond with you. I don't want to bond over how much we hate another race. I want to have a healthy relationship with you. I want to start our relationship and I want our bond to be because of what we love, what we have in common and what we can teach each other. Not that we both hate the white man and we were both oppressed by the white man. Especially considering that if you go back far enough, one of your ancestors was 110% white. And it wasn't that long ago. So you got to let that hate go. You got to stop saying, oh, la pinche güera, or the fucking white girl. Then you acting like a white girl. White should not be an insult. I don't do that, typically. I do here and there, but you got to stop the hatred because that's you. That's a part of your reflection. I'm not talking to all the slave. I'm not, of course. If you're black, just like you have some white in you, 9 times out of 10. If you're from America, if your parents are from this country, if you were a descendant of a slave, you have some white in you. And it's not healthy for us to hate white people either, because that DNA is running through us as well. Especially us celebrating the white people, dyeing our hair blonde, buying up all their clothes. You look crazy. You look crazy. And then you use white or European or whitewash or saying you talk white. You use that as an insult. You're double-minded, and it's not healthy for you or the nation.
Nah, it's just I just say you talk proper, you know. Cause I ain't gonna lie, today, I started off nice, friendly, proper, you know. Sound like I got some sense, you know, educated, whatnot, you know what I'm saying? Talking to the talking to the talking to the insurance one of the insurance people, because I talked to two of them. Both two different agents. So I'm talking professionally to mine and whatever to my to my insurance agent. The first guy from Allstate, pretty cool. Me and him got along good. I took pictures, emailed them to him, with the whoop.
Mm-hmm.
I got a call from my insurance guy. Like, okay, we already had got something worked out, whatever. My guy acting like I acting like I'm the you know acting like I'm the one that perpetrated the accident.
Mm-hmm.
You know, matter of fact, my car got. I'm gonna give you a back story. My car got hit while I was parked in a parking spot that's outside my building. It's a designated parking spot. Designated parking spot. Somebody hit it
Excuse
trying to pull out. I,
me.
I don't know how they hit it. You know what I'm saying? Luckily somebody luckily the female that was driving that hit my car, she responded professionally. She tried to locate whoever she hit. She went on door to door asking, which one of y'all vehicles I just hit.
Mm-hmm.
She, described the vehicle with the license plates, make and model. So I'm like, yeah, oh yeah, that's my car. I'm gonna go check it out. So we swapped information. We called because I've been in. This is actually first time hitting somebody too. First time hitting somebody. She didn't know what to do. So I said, let's call the police. We're gonna trade information. I don't know why we need to trade information, but this is what they need. So we did that. She said I'll file a claim as soon as possible. I said okay, and I just said I'll file a claim right after. Got the officer. He takes his little pictures. He gives her a report. He don't give me the report because she the one that's on fault. So
That's not how that goes. You can get one anyway, but
yeah, he only. I don't know if he was low on paperwork or whatsoever, but he gave her one. Didn't give me one. I don't know if it's this or that or whatever. I ain't gonna get into it because
they cut the funding at the police department.
Yeah, like you can. I'm like I don't want to copy that. Yeah. I have my insurance deal with that anyway. I ain't dealing with shit. I just deal with phone calls Monday. I mean, I'm trying to watch the games. You know what I'm saying? Happy yesterday. I'm trying to watch the games.
Mm-mm.
So my insurance company, after she filed the claim and everything with her people, they get my insurance company. After I got off the phone with them, I already got a date. I already got a date to turn my car in to the auto body shop, get a rental car. Nothing on. I don't have to pay nothing on my end. My insurance, they gave me a call. They trying to bully me, trying to bully little me for what you call it? Damn, I can't even think of it. Yeah, what is that thing we gotta pay for insurance? Oh, they trying to bully me for a deduct. Like we're gonna see how the damage is, how much it is. If it's lower, you gotta pay the deduct. I'm like, I'm not paying anything. They already said I don't have to come out of pocket.
Yeah, that's crazy.
They said I don't have to worry about nothing. Yeah, but you still gotta pay the deductible. Then they gonna pay for whatever. Like you gonna get a refund. You gonna get your deductible back. But we need a deductible for the claim. I'm like, no, you don't. You trying to bully me out of somebody? Don't do that. Like, come on now. I'm like okay, because I have some type of savings plan with them too.
Right.
So I'm like, oh, take that savings plan thing. I got it. I know I got a couple thousand. I get the little documents each month. How much I get in my savings for the insurance? Just take it out of there. Oh, we're not gonna do that. We just drop your car off and we figure out the deductible and everything when things get fixed. I'm like, I bet you will, motherfucker.
Yeah, but
you don't got to choose.
we got
that. It ain't coming out of my pocket.
We came to the hour mark, man. So we talked about Anton Daniels saying that we should not protect selective feminists, black women, or disrespectful black women or women who think they're equal to black men. We talked about the Willie D and Kanye West situation, where he said that Kanye West's mom deleted herself because she realized that she raised a self-loathing coconut. We also talked about the conservative group trying to fight Joe Biden from closing the from giving student loan forgiveness, and then we closed out with Mexicans, Spanish-speaking community, and Portuguese-speaking community not hating white people because you're partly white. If some, for some of you guys, if not mostly, so you gotta stop the hate.
Honestly, we should all get together and be on a positive note and try to uplift the humanity as human beings, not just a race, uplifting the whole nation.
That's true. But
But
it is
it
what
ain't gonna never, it ain't gonna never happen. They don't want that too much. They don't want that much positivity in the world, like it or not.
yeah. It is what it is, man. It's Aaron Moses and try to like Daddy Trade E, man. On the bang, you the bang, we the bang together, man. Like in a knot podcast episode 15. Life is in the breath. Breathe it in. Peace. Bang.